Hi there folks, it's Shirley Young here from Handmade by Shirley. Welcome to my channel. I've come on this evening to make this little cracker. And I just think it's lovely. It's a lovely wee table cracker, or you could give it as a Christmas stocking filler or anything like that. It's really easy to make, so I thought I'd come on and make it. And I'm using slightly different papers and ribbon. So you only need your bone folder, your score tool or score and trimmer tool, a pair of scissors, a little bit of glue and a few other bits and bobs, so not too much. So we'll get started. So I actually might just pop you up slightly so you can see, and I hope the lighting's good enough because obviously I'm doing this at night time. So what you would need to make this size of cracker is a piece of paper, patterned paper. I've got this one from Simply Elegant from Stampin' Up, and it needs to be 8 by 8.5 inches. And then we're going to do some scoring now and cutting. I've also got some punched out gold and white. I'm going to put a wee sentiment in here, and I've got some of the nice glittery glittered organdy ribbon, which I'm going to use to tie it. So just pop that there, and I'm going to fill it with 3 little Lindor sweeties, which is nice. So I'm taking my scoreboard and my trimmer. You could use your actual scoring scoreboard, but at the moment I don't know where mine is. So on the 8.5 inch side, so if you just line up till you find the 8.5 inch, just let me bring this down because it's actually out of camera shot. So I don't know if you can see that, but this is the 8.5 inch side. So on the 8.5 inch side, we're going to score at 2, 4, 6 and 8. So we'll start at 2, along to 4, 6 and 8, and we'll rotate it 90 degrees, and we'll be on the 8 inch side, and at the 8 inch side we're going to score at 2 and 6. Just line that up. Two and 6. And that's all we need to do, scoring wise. Okay. So we've got all these scores in, and you can probably see them a little bit better on this side rather than on the shiny side. So what we need to do is get our burnishing fold and burnish bone folder, and we want to go over all the score lines that we've made just to make sure they're in the right position, and we want to keep them nice and crisp. So that's your little drawing part at the end. You can actually just next piece, and our last piece. Just make sure you've got it. Right, there we go. That's it, and that's all our pieces done. Now the next thing we want to do, we want to sort of concertina it up. So we'll fold it against each other like a concertina. So one back, one forward basically. Then we want to get these two flaps at each end because they're going to be the bits that we're going to cut into. So we want to fold them back into the middle and just go over them again with your bone folder at each end. So fold that one back as well, like so. And then we want to get our, try and get big scissors because it's quite hard to cut through 4 layers. So what you want to do is, you don't want to start from the point here, you want to start about a finger width up there, and then you want to go to the middle of the top, so you're cutting off the diamond shape, and then you turn it round and you're going to do the same at this side. So you're not cutting to the bottom here, you're cutting to there roughly, and you want to leave about a finger width as well at this bit at the top. Just take your time cutting that, and that's your end, one end. So you want to do the same, exactly the same with this one. So a finger width roughly, cut to the top, turn it round, and then do exactly the same. Remember to leave a bit of a finger width at the top as well, and the same at the bottom. And that's all you need to do. So we'll get rid of these. So we then open that out, and that's your shape for your cracker. And you'll see these bits are like that, that's fine, you don't need to worry. So then you decide which side, if you've got double-sided pattern paper like this, you decide which side you want to be the outside. If you've not, obviously you don't have to decide that because it's already decided for you. So, excuse me, I want this side, the nice metallic-y, shiny side. So we're going to pop some glue onto these flaps because these are the flaps that are going to hold this together. So if we just put a little bit of glue, not too much because we don't want it to splurge out, but we do want it to hold and adhere it. Okay, not too much, says she. And then all you need to do is bring it, fold it in half, so bring your half over and marry it up with your flaps that you've glued. So just takes a wee while to get this in place. You'll notice it's slightly out of kilter. That's okay, you're not going to see that when it's put together. You can, if you want, cut it, which I did do in a couple of mine. I did cut them, but honestly once it's popped up together, you don't really see it. I'm just dabbing away these bits of extra glue. As I say, if you want to cut it, you can. I'll just show you. Just get my snips out. That cracker there. So if you want to cut off this bit that looks extra, you can. You can just even it up. And the same at this side, but honestly you're not really going to see that once it's all put together. So I'll just give that a wee minute to just glue down. Pop that to the side, and I've got, as I say, a couple of bits of a gold piece punched for the backing and this white piece which I'm going to stamp a wee sentiment into and add that on as my greeting. So I've got a little stamp saying here's to a cool you, and this was from a stamp set from last year, Stampin' Up, called Warm and Toasty. So I've just stamped that in basic grey, and here we go. That to the side. And I'm just going to pop on glue onto the back of this. Just pop that on top gently. Try not to get any extra on the mirror card because it can leave a bit of a mess behind. So just hold that for a few seconds until that's stuck down. You see there's a wee bit going on there, that's not so good. That's fine, so just pop that to the side, and now I'm ready to do my cracker. So you can see that this is the shape that you're going to get basically. So I've got the nice organdy ribbon, and I'm just going to take off a piece, and I'm just going to wrap it around this end, the end where you have cut, because you'll notice that folds in to the shape once you've gathered all that narrow part together. So just pull that in and just turn it around so you can see that side. So just tie it, and then all I'm going to do is do a bow at the side, a bow afterwards. There we go, and just pull it to where it, however far you want it to. I think that's okay for me. Pull it a wee bit out and then in, and that's one end. And then I've got these 3 little Lindor chalks that I'm going to pop in. And then all you do is get the next piece of ribbon as well, and then pop, make sure all these sweeties are in and not sticking out, and if they are you can just push them back in, and then just do the very same at this end, and that creates your cracker, and I think they're just adorable. So just sort your ribbon to pull your ribbon back just to make it the size you want it to be. I don't want mine to be that big, so just chop this bit off at the end as well, and then that's your cracker. And then all you need to do is, I mean, you could add other things to it to make it look fancy, but I think that's just beautiful the way it is. So just add your little message onto the top, hold that for a few seconds, a few minutes until it grips onto it, like so, and that's your cracker. So I hope you've enjoyed that little demo. If you have, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share this video to somebody that you think might like it, subscribe to my channel, and I hope that you'll consider making something like this yourself. It's a really good wee gift for somebody, as I say, as a stocking filler, or just as a wee reminder gift, or even beautiful on the table on Christmas Day. So thanks for joining me, and I will be back soon. Bye for now.